Arsenal had one job. Man City slipped, pressure was on, and this time, Arsenal didn't blink. But the real question is, are Arsenal finally mentally ready to win the league?
They really try to get back 10 players plus the goalkeeper behind the ball. So the feeling is that there is no risk. There's too many passes going backwards and not forwards.
Do you want them to be braver then?
I will want them to be a little bit more brave.
The Premier League title race is never simple, and this season is no exception. Arsenal are at the top, but being in that position brings immense pressure. Every game is magnified, every mistake scrutinized by fans, pundits, and the media. Tonight, Arsenal weren't just playing for 3 points. They were carrying the weight of expectation that comes with leading the league. Every opponent is motivated to stop them. At the same time, Manchester City were in action against Nottingham Forest, and they slipped. A draw at the Etihad is the kind of result that can shift the title race dramatically. Even though Arsenal didn't know the outcome in real time, the stakes were clear. A win wasn't just about keeping first place. It was about proving consistency under pressure. In a league where momentum can define champions, both results matter. But Arsenal had no safety net, and that's exactly what makes tonight's performance so telling. Arsenal's title challenges in recent seasons have often ended in moments of late-season vulnerability. Fans remember how games that seemed in hand suddenly slipped away. Points lost in matches where composure mattered most. Moments where mental fatigue or pressure led to costly errors. That it's not just about skill or tactics, it's about mentality. The question has always been, when the pressure really mounts, can Arsenal maintain focus and close out games like true title contenders? Tonight, against Brighton, they were carrying the weight of that history. Every pass, every defensive decision, every chance taken or missed had the invisible shadow of past collapses looming over them. And that context makes their performance tonight even more significant. A win under pressure isn't just 3 points. It's a statement. The match started with Arsenal taking control early. Within the first 10 minutes, Bukayo Saka's goal gave them the lead. And from that moment, the challenge was clear. Manage the game, protect the advantage, and not let Brighton's pressure disrupt their rhythm. Arsenal didn't panic. They controlled possession intelligently, choosing the right moments to push forward and the right moments to slow the game down. Defensively, they were disciplined. Brighton created a few half chances, but Arsenal's backline stayed organized, communicating effectively and cutting off dangerous spaces before they became threats. What stood out most was how the players handled pressure moments. When Brighton pressed aggressively, Arsenal passed calmly, held shape, and avoided mistakes. Even under duress, they maintained composure, a clear sign that their mentality has strengthened compared to past seasons. The IT wasn't flashy, and it wasn't a blowout, but it was clinical in its efficiency. Tonight, Arsenal showed that mental toughness can be just as decisive as technical skill. One of the most important aspects of tonight's performance was Arsenal's mental approach. Did they panic? Not at all. Even when Brighton applied pressure, the team stayed composed, passing calmly and keeping their shape. Did they slow the game down when needed? Absolutely. They recognized when to control possession, when to pass sideways, and when to absorb pressure. Classic signs of a team thinking like champions. Did they protect the lead professionally? Yes. Every defensive action, every tackle, every cover showed awareness of the scoreline and the stakes. Mistakes were minimal, and risk was calculated. The body language of the players spoke volumes. Calm, focused, and disciplined, a far cry from the nervous energy that has plagued past seasons during title races. Leadership on the pitch was clear. Players like Gabriel, Declan Rice, and Hincapie organized the team, communicated constantly, and ensured that composure was maintained even during Brighton's brightest moments. And here's the key question for fans. Would last season's Arsenal have held on to a 1-0 lead like this? Or would we have seen late lapses, errors, and a draw snatched away in the final minutes? Tonight, Arsenal answered that question, but not definitively. That's for the fans to debate. While Arsenal stayed calm and handled their game professionally, Manchester City stumbled against Nottingham Forest. Dropping points at the Etihad shifts the pressure. The momentum is subtly moving in Arsenal's favor. That it's a reminder that in a title race, mental consistency is just as important as skill. Tonight, Arsenal's composure contrasted sharply with City's slip, and that difference could be decisive as the season progresses. Arsenal's win tonight isn't just 3 points. It's a statement about their readiness to handle the challenges of a title race. Squad depth is increasingly proving important. Players coming off the bench, rotation choices, and injury management are all factors that can make or break a campaign. Arsenal showed tonight that their squad can perform under pressure. Experience gained from last season is also paying dividends. The lessons learned from past collapses are evident in how calmly the team managed possession, defended smartly, and avoided unnecessary risks. Arteta's growth as a manager is clear. His tactical adjustments, in-game decisions, and ability to maintain focus among players show a maturity that wasn't always present in previous campaigns. Defensive maturity stands out as well. Arsenal limited dangerous chances, communicated effectively, and protected their lead without panicking, hallmarks of a team learning to think like champions. From an analytical perspective, all these factors combined suggest that Arsenal are in a stronger position than ever to compete for the Premier League title. Maybe this is the year Arsenal finally crossed the line. Or maybe the real test is still coming. Are Arsenal mentally ready to win the league? Or is it too early to say? Let us know what you think in the comments, because this is the kind of debate that defines a title race. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football content.